Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Sacred Moments. And these videos are all about how to bring the sacred back to our busy modern lives. My name is Melissa Sarazin, and I'm so happy that you have joined me. Today is part 1 of 2 videos I am creating for you, where I'm going to talk about the difference between ceremony and tradition. And today I'm going to talk about tradition first, because it's something I think that we are all familiar with. And we're moving into this time of year. We're coming to the end of 2016. And as we move through September, we've got the back to school that's just happened. We've got Halloween coming up. In North America, we have Thanksgiving. And then, of course, we have Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, and New Year's. So we're moving into that time where tradition has normally played a very important part, and it still does in a lot of people's lives. And tradition for me is very male-oriented. Tradition is beautiful in that we get to celebrate certain times of the year. However, I think with our modern lives and with our abilities of actually creating things from scratch, I'm trying to be careful with my words. I don't want to insult any of you. This is just the way that I experience it. Tradition can feel very heavy because it's something that is repetitive. It's something that comes around every year. And we generally spend a lot of time with family around tradition. And depending on the family that you were born into, that can be pleasurable, easy, and flowing, or it can be stressful and something that you make yourself go through every year. Tradition is something that was more than likely created by someone other than you. And it is something that keeps us connected to the past. So, speaking about Christmas, there are certain smells and certain, that evoke certain feelings that we might have experienced when we were children. So depending on whether those were good, healthy, nurturing, and empowering experiences, if they were those things, then we have a healthy connection to them. If they weren't those things for us, then we have that repetitive feelings of whatever they were. If it was not feeling good enough, if it was not feeling heard, if you felt like people in your life didn't understand you because they might not have given you the things that you had asked for. There's a whole bunch of past energy that is tied up in tradition. And it's very masculine, like I said at the beginning. So that's my take on tradition. And then there's this other word that has come back into our consciousness. And this word is ceremony. And the difference between ceremony and tradition is varied. It's so vast, actually. Ceremony is very feminine. And so in the second part of this video, I'm going to talk about ceremony. I'm going to explain what it is. And then I'm going to talk about how you can take ceremony and blend it with tradition. I would never suggest letting go of something that is important to you and your family or your community. What I would like to do is my intention here is to share with you a feminine way that you can bring together with tradition, and how bringing ceremony into those traditions can help relieve the stress, can help bring more of you, who you are in your energy, into that moment, so that you can bring the love that we all desire to bring into these times in our lives. So that's it for this week. Tradition. Think about it. Think about your relationship with tradition. Think about how your body reacts. Think about the time of year and what it invokes within you. And then when we come back together next week for part 2 of this sacred moment, we are going to talk about how to release any negative connection to tradition and how to bring ceremony in so that we can re-enliven these experiences in ways where we feel connected, where we get to share that love and joy that we desire to share so that we can release the stress and we can bring in the magic that these times of year are meant to connect us to. So until next week, I wish you many sacred moments in every single day. And I'll see you soon.